Hey guys, it's Chef from Fresh of Luck, and today I'm gonna bring you another Instant Pot recipe. And I'm not only gonna bring you a really great Instant Pot recipe, but it's also from my original Orange cookbook, the Step-by-Step Instant Pot cookbook. This recipe focuses on a combination of chicken and rice. If you know Arroz con Pollo, a Mexican and Spanish cuisine, you know, it's something like that, where it's literally chicken and rice. But this is gonna be done in one pot all at the same time. And I am taking the influence and flavors of the South, a very, very spicy chicken dish known as Nashville Hot Chicken. And I'm going to combine it into my chicken and rice dish. Again, all in one pot, in the Instant Pot. You see it right here, Nashville Hot Chicken and Rice. So my friends, let's put on our best clothes and strut down Beale Street, because we're about to make some scintillating, sensational, spicy Nashville chicken and rice. Let's do it. I'm not allowed to taste it yet. I gotta wait till the end. Let's go so I can taste it. Come on. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons of salted butter. If you don't want to add the butter, you can just use a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. So I'm gonna come down on my control panel and hit the saute button and make sure I'm on the more or high setting, and then I wanna just give it some heat and saute. If your model has a start button, hit that to begin. If it doesn't, it'll start on its own. Okay, once the butter's melted and the oil's heated up, about 3 minutes, we're gonna take a large Vidalia onion that I've just roughly diced up. You can also use a yellow onion, just try to use a large one and add it to the pot. And I'm gonna saute the onion in the oil and butter, or just the oil, rather just use oil, for about 3 to 5 minutes until it just begins to lightly soften. Okay, and after about 3 to 5 minutes of sauteing our onions, when they just slightly become translucent and a bit softened, I'm gonna add in 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've diced up into bite-sized pieces. You can also use breasts, but I like thighs for this. As well as 6 cloves or 2 tablespoons of crushed or minced garlic. And I'm gonna saute that in the pot for another 2 to 3 minutes, just until the chicken becomes a pinkish white color. It's not gonna be fully cooked now, that'll happen when it pressure cooks. We just want it a bit pinkish white in color. And then after about 2 to 3 minutes of sauteing our chicken and it's pinkish white in color, again, it shouldn't be fully cooked. This is fine, it's gonna happen when it pressure cooks. I'll have prepared 2 cups of chicken broth, or any broth of your choice. And I'm gonna add in about 1/2 cup of that broth now to just deglaze the bottom of the pot. Make sure any brown bits from sauteing the chicken and onions is scraped up. And then I'm gonna pour in the remaining chicken broth, again, 2 cups total. And now for the rice, I'm going to add in 2 cups of either jasmine or a long grain, not medium grain, but long grain white rice that I've rinsed under cold water for about 90 seconds. We want to make sure that when we rinse it, that the water goes from looking cloudy to clear underneath it. One of these little fine mesh strainers are perfect for that. I'll link it. We're going to give everything a good stir. Make sure that it's all combined and it goes from the side of the pot, into the broth. We want everything nice and submerged here. Okay, and now I'm going to secure my lid. And I'm going to make sure that it's in the sealing position. Some pots automatically seal, this one does, but if not, there'll be a little valve here and you can make sure it's in the sealing position. And we're going to pressure cook. Now I'll come back down on my control panel, hit the cancel button, and then hit the pressure cook or manual button depending on your model. And I want to go in this for 3 minutes at high pressure. Again, if you have a start button, hit it, and if not, it'll start on its own. So while the chicken and rice are pressure cooking, we're now going to focus on making that amazing Nashville hot sauce. To a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add in 2/3 of a cup, and you can use your favorite hot sauce, any kind, but sometimes some are really spicy, some are more mild. Just go with something that you're happy with. And to that, I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of a brown sugar, you can use light or dark, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. This is supposed to be spicy, my friends. If you want a little less spicy than this, or not so spicy at all, you can leave it out completely or just start with 1 teaspoon and always add more. But I want it spicy, so I'm adding in 1 tablespoon. As well as 2 teaspoons of paprika. You can also use smoked if you want, but I'm using regular here. And 1 teaspoon each of garlic powder or granulated garlic and chili powder. Now we're just going to whisk that all up until it's fully combined into that amazing Nashville hot sauce. I started with, like I said, a bold 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. That stuff can be spicy. So now is where you can decide to add more if you started with less or if you started with none at all. You can add it in, honestly, 1/4 teaspoon increments if that makes you happy. All right, we are good. That sauce is looking amazing. We're going to set this aside. And now that we're done pressure cooking, we're going to allow a 10-minute natural release followed by a quick release. That means after the pressure cooking cycle is complete, which is 3 minutes, we're going to wait for 10 minutes more before we release the steam. We're going to set a timer and we can walk away. Just make sure this counts up to 10 before you release it. And there we go, after 10 minutes have passed. I'm glad I set a timer because I would have forgotten with that glass of wine I just poured myself. We're gonna finish it off with a quick release. Now, I don't know if you guys heard it, but when the 10 minutes popped up on the screen before, the pin dropped on its own. That might happen sometimes, that's perfectly fine. If it does, I don't have any steam to release now because it dropped on its own. But no matter what, if it does or it doesn't, we're gonna give it a full 10 minutes either way. And if it doesn't drop after 10 minutes, we're gonna then give it a quick release. You see what I mean? Just wait 10 minutes no matter what. All right, I'm gonna remove the lid. I'm gonna take it off. And there is my chicken and cooked rice looking beautiful. Get in there with the spoon and nice and perfect. It's gonna be slightly sticky, the rice, just how I like it for this recipe. And now the final touch is to simply, whoops, add that amazing hot sauce we created to the pot. Get it all in there. Waste not, want not. I can actually smell the spiciness, and I am loving this because, again, it's gonna be Nashville hot chicken and rice. It should be spicy. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna stir it all up. We'll move this out of the way. It's drawing focus, right? Stir the rice and chicken up with that sauce. And then within seconds, you're going to see it's going to transform into one of the most delectable, savory, sassy, and spicy one-pot chicken and ricey dishes you ever had. Look at how beautiful that looks. I'm gonna plate some up and I'm gonna try it out. Dinner is served and it took no time at all. And barely any effort. Anyone can do this. And there's my plated bowl of some very zesty and delicious Nashville chicken and rice. Now, if I want to, I can garnish it with some scallion, which I love to do. You don't have to, of course, but I had a scallion and I felt like using it. And that, my friends, is a wrap. It is time to try this amazingness out. Let's do it. Okay, my friends, and here it is. Some Nashville chicken and rice. Let's try it out. Oh boy, I am super excited. Here we go. Woo! Okay, well, if I was a dragon, you hear that? If I was a dragon, this would be the fuel I would take to breathe fire. This is spicy. I did add an entire tablespoon of cayenne pepper into the dish because Nashville style is no joke. Like I said, you can totally start with less. You can even start with 1/8 of a teaspoon. Taste that sauce, see how you like it. The hot sauce has already got its own situation going on, depending if you use a hotter one or a more mild one to start with. So that's completely up to you. Go at your own risk. If you like things really spicy, go for it. If you like things more mild, use a very more mild hot sauce like a Frank's. And maybe even add no cayenne pepper, just 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm just giving you a disclaimer. It's just spicy. I love spicy food, but not everyone does. But again, Nashville hot chicken and rice, right? There's a lot going on here. This is it's serious flavor. There are times where I just crave spice. Really want things spicy, and this is the exact dish that's gonna settle that. It's hearty, you got the wonderful texture of the rice, you got the chicken in there to give you the protein, and you got that really sassy sauce. I'm telling you, at this point, if somebody throws sass your way, you will bury them in the ground with what you can return. All you gotta do is breathe in their face. Thank you so much again for watching. It's spicy. Thank you so much again for watching, my friends. If you enjoy these recipes, check out all my recipes at pressureloveCooking.com. They're all free. They're all wonderful. They're proven, and I hope you enjoy them. At least I think they are, and I think a lot of people enjoy them. And if you don't enjoy them, just keep it to yourself. And of course, at Pressure Love Cooking on all the which is at YouTube, Instagram. Subscribe to both of those. Like it, all that shenanigans stuff. And Facebook.com/PressureLoveCooking. Like that page. I am old school and love the Facebook because I feel like it's most interactive and I can engage with you the most there. And hey, I've written cookbooks. As you know, this is in my first cookbook, the original step-by-step Instant Pot cookbook, which just happened to be the top-selling cookbook of 2020, the year of the pandemic. And it's not just Instant Pot cookbooks, it's any cookbook by a debut cookbook author. I know this is a shameless plug, but I'm proud of that, and that's probably the best accomplishment I'll achieve in my life, so just bear with me. And they all have beautiful step-by-step color photos, just like this one, with a final one for every single one, a final shot so you never have to guess what anything looks like, as well as a timing bar. I can go on and on. Just read the reviews on Amazon. You'll enjoy it. Thank you again so much for watching, my friends. And the next time you want to try out a dish that's loaded with some proteins and rice, well, take it to the next level and maybe breathe some fire with my Nashville chicken and rice. Enjoy. That's fire good. Woo! Woo! It's spicy.